Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy.
And I'm Lacey G.
And today we're going to break down Taylor Swift's third track on Speak Now, Taylor's version. We're talking Back to December.
Oh, what a song.
Whose heart is ready? Not mine.
Dude, fans have been looking forward to Taylor's version of this song, obviously, for a very long time. But I think just with recent events, this song, which was already so popular in Taylor's catalog, has just shot up in popularity.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, it's everyone's favorite once again, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
man, Back to December, man.
I'm already, like, I know it was initial rankings, but I'm still like, I didn't show any love to Back to December.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's such a great song, and I'm so glad that we get to discuss it. And I love it because of the positivity and the love for each other that this song just shows. And I love it. Let's talk about it.
And I do feel like it's one of those songs where you hear it once and suddenly you know every lyric.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's just, oh gosh, I'm obsessed with it. How do we even start? Do we just go in chronological order?
Well, I do want to say that I don't know everything about Taylor Swift, and today was the first time that I watched the Back to December music video, and oh my goodness, I felt 2010 all over again with that side-swiped black hair that guy had. Yeah, that was so very first scene. My thought was, ooh, this is definitely 2010.
I remember watching that music video and just thinking that Taylor Swift was like one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen. Especially in that video, I feel like she just looks so pretty.
I also thought about how fun is it that you can just have snow in your room. Like Taylor's like, you know what I want for this video? Because it's Back to December and that totally makes sense. But then you get to have snow in your room. She had snow. She made snow happen. And I just thought that was great.
You know, one of the many things that I love about Taylor Swift is that in her music, especially lately, she admits fault. She calls herself out on things. And now when you're going back and listening to things like Back to December, you're thinking like, wow, this is a really early showing of her calling herself out, saying like, man, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
This really hurts that I did this. And we got a great song out of it.
Which is so mature to step up and say, I made a mistake. I realize my faults. I know that this is something that I did. And that's just so mature. And especially coming from some of her other songs where she's not being as mature. I love it. I'm not saying that, but there's just so much maturity and realization in this song.
Yeah. And I mean, it was one of like the first times early on, like you said, that she wrote an apology. And she even said that in an interview. She said, I've never felt the need to apologize in a song before, but in the last 2 years, I've experienced a lot, including a lot of different kinds of learning lessons. And sometimes you learn a lesson too late, and at that point, you need to apologize because you were careless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she spoke to Comcast and said, I've never apologized to someone in a song before. This is about a person who was incredible to me, just perfect in a relationship, and I was really careless with him. So this is a song full of words that I would say to him that he deserves to hear. And she also told USA Today, it's almost word for word. It's a song and a conversation that needed to happen because I don't want to hurt people. If you unintentionally do so, you've got to make that better. And I just love that. I just love that.
And even back then, critics were praising her for the lyrics in this song specifically. I found that one critic in Entertainment Weekly back in 2010 said that the lyrics were age-appropriate yet universally honest, which I thought was cool. I mean, at that point, yes, she was young, so it's like, you know, we talk about it a lot, how people are like, oh my gosh, only like preteen girls listen to Taylor Swift or whatever. And I mean, so long into her career now that, you know, it's really shot down. But back then with her third album, she was young. And so for a critic to say like, it's age appropriate, but universally honest, it's like she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's writing. She's writing relatable songs like down to the core. And then there was another critic that said that this was her best song, quote, since Tim McGraw. They said it was more focused, more mature, and better sung, that you could just hear the maturity in the song. But it was cool to go back and see what critics were saying of it at the time, because I feel like this song specifically, I mean, a lot of songs on Speak Now I think got a lot of praise, but this one specifically got just a lot of praise, and it was the second single from Speak Now.
Mm-hmm. And there's no guessing who this song's about. This song is about Taylor Lautner. They were dating. I read an article that said they first started dating each other shortly after the MTV VMAs in 2009, but I don't think that's true, because they were together during that infamous moment in 2009 when Taylor Lautner and Shakira presented Taylor with her award for Best Female Video before Kanye West interrupted her speech. This article says they then fell in love playing each other's love interest in 2010 film Valentine's Day, and they filmed their scenes in October of 2009. So I don't know exactly when their timeline was together or exactly when it happened, but we know it's about him. We know it's about him. He's admitted that it's about him, and he's talked about the regret that he's had since then. So in MTV VMAs 2009, obviously, that's whenever Kanye gets up on stage and says Beyonce deserves the best album, not Taylor Swift. And Taylor Lautner was presenting and was on the side of the stage, held back, and he was laughing. But he was laughing because he honestly did not know what was going on. He thought that this was a stage skit.
No one knew what was going on.
Well, I mean, exactly. But he didn't have her back, and that he has expressed since then that is one of his biggest regrets. But he didn't know. But I think he especially feels bad because he's in the background kind of chuckling because he thinks that this is a joke. This is a skit. Surely Kanye is not just doing this. And he mentioned it recently on his podcast, The Squeeze, with his wife, Tay Lautner, that is one of his biggest regrets, that if he could go back in time, it would be to be there for her. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I would feel the same way, too, if I was her, because if I was him, if I was Taylor Lautner, just because. But even, but no one knew what was going on at the time. Like, Taylor didn't know what was happening. People in the audience didn't know. And, she has said that when people were, booing at the moment at Kanye, she thought people were booing at her, agreeing with Kanye.
You know, I'll cut Taylor Lautner a break here. We've all been on stage, and even when you're on stage with people, you can't hear what they're saying even when they're 2 feet away from you. And they're talking in a microphone you can't hear. That's why musicians wear things inside their ears and stuff that you always see them messing with when they're singing, because you can't hear everything even when you're on stage. So I've heard Taylor Lautner say before, he's standing back a few feet from Kanye and Taylor where all this is. So he's behind Kanye, and he can't really even hear everything Kanye was saying. Obviously something's going on. But I'll cut him a little break. And, he was 18 when that happened or whatever. What is he going to do? Go fight Kanye West?
Yeah.
No.
He's always been a very wholesome person. But, even that moment, it being such a pivotal part in her life, in pop culture, it makes every list of, iconic moments from the early 2000s or, things like that. But I almost kind of think the moment of confusion from anybody in the room and as a viewer, it's kind of similar to, the Oscars slap, right?
Yeah,
where
big moment in pop culture,
big moment in pop culture, but also people there didn't know if it was real. I remember as a viewer, I was like, this is a bit, it has to be some sort of joke about something. I didn't think the slap was real. I thought it was a fake sound effect. I feel like it's that same similar, in the moment, if you're not that person, you have no idea what's happening, right? And I'm so curious as to if Taylor Lautner and Taylor Swift have had conversations about it, which I'm sure they have because they say that they're close friends, and they have been. But yeah, I was looking also at the timeline of their relationship, also Lacey, and I was pretty much finding out that they were rumored to be dating just fall of 2009, September to December, pretty much. They were spotted together at hockey games, at the VMAs. He went to one of her concerts when she was on her Fearless tour. And she pretty much confirmed it in her monologue song.
Yeah.
And then when he hosted SNL in December, in his monologue, he joked about the whole VMA situation, saying, what I wanted to do was this. And then he does, karate type, moves to, basically, beat up, a cardboard cutout of Kanye. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because in the I Can See You music video, he does the exact same moves.
Yeah.
The exact same flips and, karate moves that he did on the SNL monologue, which is
great.
iconic.
Mhm.
Like, so iconic.
I did watch that today, though, and the very first thing he did was a flip. Before he started karate moving, he did a flip. That boy's got that flip down. He's really good at that flip. He's
great.
very good at it. Yeah.
So great. And, of course, the hidden message in in the lyric booklet was Tay.
Foreshadowing Taylor Lautner's wife,
Tay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I really want to have her on the podcast.
I really want to be her friend. I have so much respect for her. I really, really do.
adorable.
I love her.
Her and Taylor Lautner, they're just super cute on the podcast. She was asked about the song, and of course, she's a big Swiftie, and she said it's a banger, and she said it's a good song, it's a nice song. I also like that it's the one nice song, and it's about my husband, so that's good.
Yeah.
I also probably sang it as an 11 or 12-year-old, probably crying about a boy that I like singing it with such conviction is what she said.
Man, was that played like somewhere in their home? Did they listen to that song at home? I'm so curious.
Oh my God. I really want to have a conversation with all of Taylor's, but with her there, I would love to have her on the podcast. I'm going to start manifesting that.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. You know summer has officially started in my house when my kids are in full sports mode. We are outside constantly. Baseball games, practices, tournaments, running from one field to the next in the heat. And if you've ever sat through a doubleheader in the middle of the summer, then you know that staying hydrated is not optional. That's why I always throw in a few sticks of Liquid IV's Hydration Multiplier in my bag. I'm obsessed with the pina colada flavor right now, and it really just tastes like summer in a cup. Just tear it open, pour it into 16 ounces of water, and it hydrates faster than water alone. It's powered by Live Hydroscience with an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. Plus, Liquid IV has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink and includes 8 vitamins and nutrients in every stick. It's also non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Stay hydrated while you're on the go this summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at checkout. That's 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at liquidiv.com.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
I've got 2 different clips here. The first one is when this was years ago. I don't even know what project this is for, but it's Taylor Lautner, Leah Michele, and John Stamos. They're doing an interview together, and they're just like answering like fan questions and stuff.
I think it's.
And then
Glee. Is it Glee related? No.
was he in Glee?
No, I don't know. Never mind.
But like,
I don't even know what it was. And so Leah Michele then brings up Taylor Swift, and then this is when Taylor Lautner, I believe, confirmed that Back to December is about him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who did Taylor think?
No way!
There was a list, right, Taylor?
I need to catch up.
Yeah, I've dated some people.
Well, you dated Taylor Swift. I remember that.
It's hilarious.
Should we talk about it?
No. I don't know why you
Didn't
guys want to talk about it.
she write a song about you?
Oh
That's
my
what
God.
she
That's
does.
Did she?
so...
She writes
Which
songs.
one? Which one was
I think it was the one about a sweater and a hat, right?
It's
It was
hilarious.
like, is that the right... Am I right, though? I listened to her
no
music.
idea.
I listened to 22 by the pool today. I was like, I'm feeling 22, guys.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good
not,
music.
but
I listened to
What
it.
song did she write about him?
it's something about like, if I would have known, I wouldn't have done that. And I made,
Done
I
what? What did she do?
I made you a hat.
Made you a
Very
hat?
Sweet. It's something about a hat. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. Did she make you a hat?
She
No,
did not
it's
make
something
me
about
a
his
hat.
hat.
I don't know
He
where
had, like,
she's
a
going with this
knit
hat thing.
Am I, fans, people, help me. There's something about a hat, right?
If there is, I
It's
feel
like
bad.
your hat in December.
It's called Back to December.
That's right. Yes.
Back to your hat in December?
There's a hat.
I don't know about the hat.
In December, you guys.
There's a hat and it's in
Is it,
December.
is it an angry song? Like
No,
that's
it's
a
like
sweet one?
Taylor's the
It's beautiful.
nicest.
That's sweet.
Which Taylor?
Paul Abdul
You!
cold-hearted snake about me.
Taylor.
So.
I know, but she's saying that like you dated Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
And then Just Amos makes it about him.
Okay,
That's hilarious.
so I was going to ask about this timeline, but Leah Michelle already said 22, so obviously Red was out. So how mad was Taylor Lautner? I'm assuming she's trying to talk about, she knows what song she's talking about, but she's obviously getting songs confused. So she's probably talking about the scarf, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to not confirm. I'm assuming like, oh, I don't want to feed into this theory. I don't want to confirm it. I don't want to confirm it. But then she's so dead hard about that hat, and he's thinking that scarf song is not about
It's not
me.
about
All
me.
Too Well is not about me. I've got the sweet song. It is Back to December.
Yeah, it was as soon as she said December, he was like, yeah, back to December.
Yeah.
And so, just one last little video clip here. How can we forget their incredible chemistry in the 2010 hit Valentine's Day?
Oh, love
So
it.
this is just the iconic scene where Taylor does the dance. She's being interviewed
The
on the
dance.
news about something. I don't know. And she does
The
kind of a
dance.
really awkward dance. So she's like a high school cheerleader chick, and Taylor Lautner is like a cool track star. And so they're out on the track field, and the news is interviewing Taylor. Then Taylor Lautner comes up here in a second.
Joining us shortly. So Felicia, if he's the star athlete, you are.
Not the cheerleader. I'm on the dance team.
Maybe you could show us a little bit.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Is
Fun
she doing
dance, awkward
vigilante
dance.
shit? Oh.
Okay, she's dancing, throwing her head back. She dropped down on the
Don't
grass.
hurt yourself.
Okay.
Yes. Wow. I haven't seen
Taylor.
moves like that since the '94 Northridge quake. You guys are.
Oh, they're making out. They're making out on camera.
So how do you two feel about each other this Valentine's Day?
Oh my gosh, I totally love him.
And I'm crazy about her.
So Willie, what is it about her that makes you so happy?
Well, she's beautiful. She makes me laugh. And she does my geometry.
Bonus. And Felicia, what is it about Willie that's so cool?
Oh, well, besides the fact that he's totally hot, he's an amazing athlete. Go show him, babe. Go show him, go show him. So good.
And he runs off and does a big backflip like he's been doing on stage.
Oh my gosh. Fine. I'll rewatch it. I'll rewatch the movie. Did you see that Tay Lautner, so Taylor Lautner's wife, Tay, and on their podcast they say boy Tay and girl Tay, which is so cute. But girl Tay posted like a little vlog on her TikTok of the day that they went to the Eras tour, and when she went to go get her like hair or nails done or something, like where she was, they were playing Valentine's Day, like the movie, like
Just
on the
coincidentally?
just like coincidentally.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm sure they were doing it because like Taylor Swift was in town.
Yeah, but still.
You know, but still for her to watch that specifically, I thought was just incredible. Absolutely amazing.
That's hilarious.
Should we get into the lyrics?
Let's.
All right, we've talked long enough. Let's get into what Taylor is writing down. Now, what kind of pen is she writing this song with? Or it's not a glittery gel pen.
No,
Is
but
this
it's
a
not
quill?
a quill.
It's not a quill.
No, it's
What was
like,
the other option?
But it's a ballpoint? No, I'm just kidding.
Man, it's been a minute.
Yeah, what was the other? Sorry, I should have brought that up if I didn't know.
Quill, glitter. Let me look it up.
Quill, glitter. Don't worry, we'll edit all this out.
Thanks,
We?
Lacey.
Fountain.
Fountain. This is a fountain. This is a fountain
This is
pen.
a fountain
This is a
pen.
fountain pen song.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp.
It's easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you, and you never take a moment to think about what it is that you need for yourself. You don't need to spend all your time given to others. You need to take yourself into consideration to take care of yourself. And that's why I like to recommend our friends at BetterHelp. It is important for everyone to learn positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. That's something that my therapist has been able to help me with, and it's empowering me to be the better version of myself.
And it's so important because building a relationship with a therapist is probably one of the best relationships you can have. And at BetterHelp, they match you with someone who is right for you. And building a relationship with a therapist is also really cool because once you get everything off your chest, how you're feeling, and you hear what your therapist has to say, then you can kind of take those skill set and apply it to your everyday life. I recently feel like I had a breakthrough when I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell my therapist about this because it's actually good news because I was using the skills that she taught me. So that's very cool.
So give our friends at BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited for your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Taylor Swift fan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Taylor Swift fan. Okay, here she goes. I'm so glad you made time to see me. How's life? Tell me, how's your family? I haven't seen them in a while.
Been good.
Busier than ever.
Small talk.
Work and the weather. I do have to say, weather talk is, that's like one of the non-versations that you should never have. Like, how's the weather? Whenever you're in the elevator. However, once upon a time, I used to appoint myself. I had to tell the weather whenever I worked here and I was in the same room with Amy. I had to tell the weather. If there was going to be something bad, I felt like it was my duty to tell other people. So I'm like, oh, did you know there's going to be rain today? I'd be like super dramatic. Now I don't keep up with the weather and I'm so confused. And whenever somebody doesn't tell me it's going to be bad weather, I'm like, how rude. Because I live way too far away. I do have one friend who informs me if there's hail, just because I work so far away from where I live. But
it's a pretty bold role to take on because the weather here is, I never trust the weather app.
Very unpredictable. But I just wanted to tell others, like as the unofficial meteorologist of the Kid Craddock Morning Show, hey, there's going to be rain today. If I was going to do the weather right now, it'd just be, hey, it's going to be really, really hot. We live in Texas.
Well, you know, it's the humidity. That's what gets you, right, guys? Your guard is up, and I know why. So here she's talking about this person. Obviously, she hasn't seen in a while. They're catching up. It's just small talk. It's awkward. It's that awkward small talk of, boy, there's some history between us, and this is awkward.
Have you ever done that, like met up with an ex?
Yeah.
For that, like, really awkward closure type conversation? Yeah. It really is just like,
how's class?
And like you do make small talk before you just get into
the feelings.
Into the, hey, this is why we broke up. This is why it's not whatever, you know, and it is so like uncomfortable. And it really does sound like that, like, how's life? Tell me, how's your family? Like, oh man. But anyway.
And she continues, so she says, your guard is up and I know why, because the last time you saw me is still burned in the back of your mind. You gave me roses and I left them there to die.
I mean, and that's honest. That's honest. And I think part of why I love this song, in a lot of Taylor's songs, but it's so visual. Like as she's telling you the story, you can see it play out like a movie scene in your head, right?
And this is a good first example of how, Taylor Lautner was a nice guy. Yeah.
Good
Whether
guy.
they were actual flowers or metaphorical flowers, we don't know, but he gave her roses and she just cast them aside.
Yeah, he was sunshine and she was midnight rain.
Are we saying that that's about Taylor Lautner?
We did.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't remember.
We said it. You can go back and listen.
So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you saying, I'm sorry for that night.
I'm sorry for that night. I regret that night. I'm so sorry for that night.
And I go back to December all the time.
Yeah. Man, and it's like December, I feel like is such a pretty month because it's snow and it's Christmas and it's the holidays and everyone's happy, and then you break up with someone in December and it turns it into like a sad thing.
Well, and then December turns into being miserable and cold and dark
and icy.
Yeah.
But it's like it's such a pretty month and I love it. And I feel like, do you guys feel like every Taylor Swift album has like a season?
Yeah.
Would you say that Speak Now is a winter album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Right? I mean, it's tough because it's like, okay, is it a winter album because of Back to December, or is it a summer album because of Last Kiss? Right?
See, yeah, because I'm thinking
July 9th.
fireworks. Well, and fireworks. What am I trying to say? Fireworks over your town. Yeah. Yeah. So that makes me think more summer.
But it was released in October.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I have a feeling that to me it's a winter album for some reason, just like the sparkly, mystical, magical, enchanted of it all, to me is just like winter.
So we got August on Folklore.
Mm-hmm.
What season is that in? That doesn't sound
Summer.
like a summery to me.
Really?
That's a fall. To me,
Oh,
Folklore
yeah.
and Evermore are like fall
Well,
to winter.
Evermore's
Yeah.
definitely like winter to me. Like, fall, winter.
Yeah.
Flannel.
Can we say
Mhm.
summer fall for Folklore?
Sure.
Because Folklore came out in July.
It
I
did.
don't know.
It did. But,
But then we were all wearing cardigans in the middle of summer. Like I am right now.
And Taylor continues. So I'm wondering if she's giving us a little hint here about something that maybe she said to this person when she broke things off that she now regrets. It turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you. So is she saying like, hey, I need to be on my own.
I don't
need
want
to
be
do my
tied
own
down.
thing. Yeah, I need to tie down.
We're both super successful. We're going in different directions.
It's not you, it's me.
It's me. I
Yeah.
need to-
She might have pulled that line.
She could have. But it turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you. What she was looking forward to is not fun.
Yeah.
Wishing I'd realized what I had when you were mine.
Isn't that what
Aw.
you want every ex to think of you, right? Like you want like your ex to realize like I'm the best you'll ever have.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, glad they're gone.
Right.
You don't want that to happen.
Exactly. So then to like admit that, like wishing I'd realized what I had when you were mine, and then to say that, like it's just like, yeah, you were really good to me. Because then, I mean, the boys and men that she dated publicly, at least like following Taylor Lautner, were not good ones.
Yeah.
So I wonder what Taylor Lautner feels and would say about. I mean, we know with the speech during the Eras tour that like, she's like most generous, whatever. But like right after the breakup, what would he have said? I'm
He
just
was
curious.
scorned. Yeah.
I feel
If
like
he
he's
was
almost too
upset.
nice to have bad thoughts.
I know.
Like
There
he-
was.
I
there-
feel like. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, there was a source. Sorry, now that I see it, it says someone said he liked her more than she liked him. He went everywhere he could to see her, but she didn't travel much to see him. They decided they were better as friends. So I guess it's fine.
Which is why we thought Midnight Rain was about Taylor Lautner, because there were a lot of parallels and stuff to this song. But that was also before we knew about her breakup, her recent breakup. And now, who is that song? I mean, who knows? But originally, we did think that it was Taylor Lautner, and maybe it is, maybe it's not. But it just seems like he was a good dude, and it just wasn't the right time for her.
Yeah.
And so how would you feel if the person who broke up with you is then saying, I'd go back to December, turn around and make it right. I'd go back to December all the time. Is that what you want to hear from someone who just broke up with you? Like,
It's-
I wish I could change it?
Way better than I regret you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's
Very true.
great,
Way
Amy.
better.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, because I feel like it's, it's an apology, but it's not like I want to get back together, right? Like, so if your ex comes to you and says, I regret the way that I ended things, like you were always so good to me and I didn't treat you right, and I'm sorry for that, but it's not like a let's
I
try
want that.
again. Like
Yeah.
I want to go back because I want to try again. Like I don't feel like that's what she's
Excellent point. Yeah.
Because that does make a difference.
Yeah.
I also want to know, like, how much time had passed from the breakup to when she wrote this song? Or, like, when she saw him again, if this was written after an actual event, like, she actually saw Taylor Lautner again at some point down the road. Like, I want to know what that timeline is. Is this a month after the breakup? Is this 2 months after the breakup? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, because whenever she did talk about it, she had said she was talking about lessons that she'd learned in the last 2 years, I guess,
Right.
that 2-year span of writing Speak Now. So it's like, yeah, was Back to December one of the first songs that was written or one of the later songs that was written?
And I'm getting a lot of vibes of, like, nice guys finish last kind of thing with Taylor Lautner. So who'd she date right after Taylor Lautner?
I'd have to look at a timeline.
Hmm.
Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. That's chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. Chime feels like progress.
Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in Spot Me and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. Okay, so you had just asked who, because, she's writing this apology song to an ex. Who did she start dating right after that made her have these feelings? John Mayer was the person that she publicly dated next.
And
wow,
who we're going to talk a lot about on this album too. And I'm sure it really makes you realize that when you leave person A and then you date person B and person B sucks, you're like, wow, person A sure was better than
Yeah.
The grass is always greener on the other side. It's like, man, I screwed up a good thing for a bad thing.
That really makes me question the timeline even more, because then that makes me feel like she did go through that with John Mayer, maybe, and then wrote this song.
Could have.
I don't know, but then that makes sense in my head.
Maybe.
But I mean, she very well might have already been grieving it way before John Mayer. I don't know, but we know how much of a dumpster fire that relationship turned out to be. So I could see creatively her getting into a new relationship. It's chaotic. It's not great. She's embarrassed. It's horrible. And then she looks back and was like, man, I really did have it good, and I'm sorry that I treated you like that.
You know what we need to do? We need to look back through our lover journals and pull any entries were from around this time period. I don't know why I didn't think about that sooner.
All right. Taylor Swift, she goes on and she sings, "These days I haven't been sleeping, staying up playing back myself leaving. When your birthday passed, I didn't call."
And how much that must have hurt.
Yeah.
Like, you still want to be cordial and friendly if it ended on good terms. So to not have a birthday phone call from someone that you would hope would want to tell you happy birthday. I mean, and then she remembers it and I almost do.
And she loves birthdays. I mean, we know this about her. So, I mean, that's not good.
Looking up his birthday. February 11th is his birthday. So maybe she wrote this. So if we did want to try to figure out the timeline, it was definitely written sometime after February.
Yeah. Then I think about summer, all the beautiful times. I watched you laughing from the passenger's side, and I realized I loved you in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then the cold came.
The dark days when fear crept into my mind. You gave me all your love, and all I gave you was goodbye.
That's a heartbreaking lyric. That is a heartbreaking lyric.
You gave me all your love, and all I gave you was goodbye. Ouch.
That's a little harsh on herself, too, though.
It's honest.
She must have given him something else. If there were good memories, he has that.
Yeah, but, like, ultimately, like, he's flying out to see her and, like, all this stuff, and ultimately she just said bye.
Yeah.
Okay, this verse holds an embarrassing misheard lyric for me.
Oh, do tell.
Horrible. Horrible, horrible. And I can't believe I'm even going to admit this. I don't know why my mind goes there. This is not me, just say no. But I could have swore she said, and then the cocaine, the dark days. I hear that every single time.
Guys, have y'all seen Taylor? After she broke up with Taylor Lautner, she's just been doing coke all the time.
No. And I know that's not what it is, but just the cadence, like it sounds like that to me. And I hate to even admit that because I'm not that kind of person and I would never, ever, ever condone or promote that. But that's just what I hear. And then the cocaine, the dark days, and cocaine would cause you some dark days, you know?
You're talking about like snow in the bedroom and the music video and December with the snow.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Man, what if this entire time Back to December was about coke?
Silly.
No. Man, so this is really when she just kind of takes a deep breath and says, this is me swallowing my pride.
Standing in front of you saying, I'm sorry for that night. And I go back to December all the time.
Turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you. Wishing I'd realized what I had when you were mine.
And the melody to this song, like, is so, like, it just flows.
Yeah.
Like, the storytelling just flows. The visuals just flow. The lyrics, like, I feel like all the words just, like, sound really pretty. I don't know. It's just, it's very, very impressive.
I'd go back to December, turn around, and change my own mind. I go back to December all the time. And then this next one is where she's straight up Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
I miss your tan skin, your sweet smile. So good to me, so right. And how you held me in your arms that September night, referring to the VMAs, the first time you ever saw me cry.
Aw.
Maybe this is wishful thinking, probably mindless dreaming. But if we loved again, I swear I'd love you right.
It just makes me so sad. In the recent episode of Tay Lautner and Tay Lautner's podcast, there was a clip on social media I saw that they posted where he was like, my tan skin and my sweet smile. And she goes, so good to me.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that really, like, you're right. Like, that's really when it's pretty much confirmed without confirming that it's Taylor Lautner, especially that September night, which we all know is the VMAs, like you said.
First time you ever saw me cry. Maybe this is wishful thinking, probably mindless dreaming. But if we loved again, I'd swear I'd love you right.
Yeah.
I'd go back in time and change it, but I can't. So if the chain is on your door, I understand.
Yeah.
Is there a chance? Is there a little? So I guess, is she saying that Taylor Lautner then turned her down in return? Like she tried to go back and he said, no thanks.
I don't
think
imagine
so.
it. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's more so like she apologized, but she's saying like, if you don't even want to hear from me, I get it. I understand. Like if you don't, I have this apology for you, but if you don't even want to hear it, I understand.
And she's saying it's wishful thinking. So, I mean, I sometimes you just can't right a wrong. And you can't take back what was said or what was done.
Yeah.
And I don't know that there was necessarily anything nasty that was said or done. Who knows? But you can't change it anymore. Like it already happened. I don't trust you, and we can't go back.
Yeah.
But she knows that could be the case, and that's why if the chain's on your door, I understand.
Yeah, and I could totally see it also like she's, dating this really, really nice guy, and he treats her well and everything. And then that September night, the VMAs, like, we know how much emotional damage that did to her, where I could totally understand a situation where it's like, yeah, you have this great boyfriend and he's great and all, but you're just so emotionally wrecked by other stuff that it's like you don't even have the time to give this guy, this partner, like the energy that he deserves. So you just call things off, right?
Right.
But then it's like, hey, I'm so sorry that I just didn't prioritize you. It's like my mind was elsewhere. But also like, to think of Taylor Swift like at that point, like she was coming off of like Fearless and like being a Grammy. She's winning these awards. Kanye interrupted her. She thinks the world hates her. Like, what are you even thinking at that point? It's like, I don't have time to have a boyfriend, It's like, and he's so nice. And sometimes you kind of want the guy that you're dating to like do something bad so that it's easy to break up, right? Because it's just easier to hate somebody than to like just admit that you don't work. And so if he's just really nice, but you just don't, it's just not the right time. So it's just an apology. Yeah.
And then she goes back into singing the chorus once again about how she'd go back to December all the time.
All the time.
Change her own mind.
Yeah. So I was looking at the times that she's performed this. In the original era, she performed it live at the 2010 AMAs, and then that's when she did it with a medley with One Republic's Apologize, which is a funny combo. I think she also did that on tour a couple of times. She performed it live on Ellen. She also had a Speak Now Taylor Swift live from New York City as a live stream special that live streamed on MTV, CMT, and VH1's websites, which I feel is just kind of like the Love Her Live from Paris. And then she performed it as a surprise song on the Eras Tour in Denver. And, I mean, okay, so Taylor Lautner and Taylor Lautner, they were at the other show that they were at whenever they premiered the music video, right? And she didn't sing Back to December. Do you think that it was just like too on the nose because he was there?
I think so.
Because like I feel like their friends were like it wouldn't be awkward, but I mean she chose not to do it. Maybe because everybody would be staring at him.
Well, and I mean she's singing about how I miss this guy, and even though they're all on good terms, like his wife is there.
Right, a little bit
like
more
that's
respect.
just a little, a little respect for the wife.
And I guess maybe you don't
Tay.
want all the attention because everybody to be there filming him.
Yeah.
Right. Very
right?
true.
Like
Yes.
his reaction.
I mean, I've seen so many videos of people filming the celebrity tent than watching Taylor Swift.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Ooh, and what if he had like Ben Affleck face during that moment? And he's just,
Not happy.
well, I mean, just not paying attention, not, you don't always realize what your face is
Yeah,
doing.
he had
You can
resting
be,
Ben face.
yeah,
resting bed face.
yeah, and then that would be embarrassing. So yeah, I'm happy for her that she did not perform it then, because I think that would have made it awkward in front of him. I didn't think about that though.
I was also looking at the commercial success. I don't know if you. I know sometimes you pull this.
I did not pull that.
Okay.
Do
So
tell.
well, it was a promotional single in October of 2010, and it debuted at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, which is a big deal because that's the chart that has all the genres. And then it was a single release in November of 2010. So it was a promotional single first. It was like some deal with like iTunes or something in October. And then it was released again as just like a regular single in November. And then it re-entered the Billboard Hot 100 at 74. It reached number 12 on the U.S. Country Songs chart, and it reached 19 on the U.S. Pop Songs chart. And I do love that now every single track from Speak Now Taylor's version is charting, which is awesome.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Love it. I saw something that said that Taylor Swift takes up 25% of like the music charts right now, just because she had like every song from Speak Now was charting. She had 4 albums on the albums chart,
Yeah, incredible.
charting in the top 10. Like it's insane.
She's the only woman to ever have 4 albums in the top 10 ever.
She's amazing. We picked a good one, you guys.
Yeah. Very
we
proud.
picked a good artist to
I
be
think
obsessed
she
with.
picked us.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
All right, so now we're going to turn to our new favorite segment of the show, and that is hearing from our fans. So Anna is posting on our Instagram, on our social media, to give us your thoughts and reactions and feelings and memories about these songs that we are taking deep dives into. So what are people saying about Back to December?
For Back to December, we have some pretty great stories. Carrie Sierra, I'm sorry I mispronounced that, commented saying, I was at Disney World when I was 14 years old, and they had a fake American Idol competition going on that you could enter. I sang Back to December for my audition, and I was told that I can't sing. Laughing, crying face emoji. She said, I still love that song so much, and I sing it all the time.
Honey, we're told we can't sing all the time, and that's never stopped us.
Right.
So.
Anissa Michelle said, Back to December was a song I was so obsessed with back in 2010. I played it constantly. I also played the acoustic and Speak Now tour mashup all the time as well. I played it so much that I actually got sick of it. It's the one Taylor Swift song in her entire discography that was overplayed for me, which I thought was impossible, and that made me sad. But now we have Taylor's version, and I feel a resurgence with the song, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it, but I'm taking it cautiously this time.
I love.
I thought that was funny. The Aya Times said, I was a little kid when Speak Now came out. My mom loved Taylor Swift, so she always played Back to December in the car a lot. It's a song that me and all my siblings know by heart, even if it was one of her lesser-known singles.
I love that.
V. Pearson 13 said, I'm lucky enough to grow up in a Swiftie household. Oh, okay, because I had Sparks Fly and Back to December all like in one singular post. But it says, my dad was always playing Sparks Fly was his favorite song. We would constantly have the music video playing and the Speak Now World Tour movie playing. At some point, I memorized all the choreography for the entire song, and that outfit was always my favorite. And Back to December was also a favorite of mine because I was a huge Twilight fan. And the last one that I have here is from Ruth Caroline, who said, the first boy I ever truly loved was tanned, tall, and had a beautiful smile. So whenever the bridge to Back to December starts playing, I immediately think of him, even though he was the one that played me dirty. Ha, ha, ha. But it is really, really cool just to hear everybody's stories and connections to these songs as we dive into them. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
What a great era to be in right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're in our Speak Now era, but Taylor Swift clearly is still in her era's era. Just look at the Billboard 100. Just look at everything that she's got charting right now. She's got it all. So proud of our girl.
Well, that does it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Thanks for listening to us. If you haven't already, subscribe to us wherever you are listening to this podcast right now. We got new episodes every Tuesdays. Sometimes we have like a week where we drop 4 or 5 episodes.
We have done that recently, yeah.
Yeah. So you never know. You never know how many episodes you're going to get each week. And then join us next time.
We're going to be breaking down Speak Now.
Wow! Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.